Okay, good morning, YouTube. Today is May 14th, 2024. I want to do a quick follow-up review on my Mudmaster. See, I get it right. GWG 2000, I think it's 1A5ER. I bought this watch from, I think it's Masters in Time in Holland a couple of years ago. And for the most part, it has been an awesome watch. All right. Face is a little dirty there, but I wear this watch every day. Like I said, I think back in March, I had it for 2 years. So the warranty was for 2 years. And herein lies the problem. I have twin granddaughters. And in this past February, they turned 1 year old. And every time I hold them, they're fascinated by the watch. The little light button, which no longer works, which I'll get to that in a minute. Why? They love to watch the light come on. They love to play with it or whatever. So eventually I would just take it off and let them play with it because I thought, it's a G-Shock. How could a little over 1 year old baby hurt this watch? You'd think they couldn't. They can't throw things really or anything like that. They can barely walk, all right? But that's where I was wrong. So, like I said, I would take the watch off. Well, let me back up a little bit. So about a year ago or so, we had a real cold spell come through here in North Georgia, to the southeast altogether. We had temperatures down below zero for a couple of days. So one day, I wanted to see how the temperature thing would work on this watch in such, extreme, for at least for North Georgia, extreme weather. So I put it outside and I left it out there for about an hour. And when I came back to get it, I forget what the temperature reading was, but it didn't register whatever the below zero weather was. And as a matter of fact, the second hand was running slow. So that weather had slowed down the mechanism on this watch. So if you're going to be going somewhere where it's extremely cold, maybe you're going to be stationed in Alaska in the military, or you're going to go research Antarctica or something, this may not be the watch for you, okay? But as far as the other weather conditions out here, the rain, whatever, it's worked fine. It always gives me a very good reading on the temperature and barometer and whatnot, compass, even my elevation, which I've used a few times. Okay, but on to the notorious twin granddaughters. So I would let them play with the watch in their playpen, which I have measured is, the top of it is 2 feet, exactly 24 inches off the ground. Their portion of the playpen where they were at was on a rug. So whenever they dropped it in there, plus they had all these plush toys and blankets and stuff, never hurt it. One day, one of the twins had the watch and held it outside the playpen so they can barely reach the top of the rail. She held it over the rail and dropped it. That portion of the floor was hard tile. 24 inches up, she dropped it. This area right above where the light button is, this so-called forged carbon fiber, broke off. Broke off. And I didn't notice it until like the next day I had the watch on, and I thought, why do I feel a sharp area on this watch that I never felt before? And then I realized this was broken off because the girls just dropped it a mere 24 inches onto a tile surface. They didn't throw it because they're not strong enough to do that. They just pick things up and they drop them. So I was like, I can't believe a 13-month-old baby was able to break this $800 some odd G-Shock. But she did. Okay. I contacted Casio, told them basically what happened, and they told me basically that I had to, they basically told me, we're not going to fix it unless you pay us to fix it. Okay? Pay to ship it there, pay to ship it back, pay whatever the cost is to fix all of this. I don't know. I already spent $800 on this watch. I was like, I'm not spending another dime to fix that, just that. So I thought, you know what? Screw it. I went and I got myself some clear JB Weld epoxy, and I just epoxied over this area right here to smooth it out and to keep it still water resistant. Now, the bad thing is the epoxy won't let the light button go down anymore. So now the light doesn't work. $800 watch, had it for 2 years. The light no longer works because a 13-month-old baby dropped it from 2 feet up and it broke. Really, G-Shock? I remember I've been running G-Shocks since they first came out. As a police officer, I wore G-Shocks for 25 years. Never a problem. And I mean, I beat the shit out of these watches. Did I just get the one lemon in the bunch? I don't know. Could be. But this is the most expensive G-Shock I have ever owned. $800+ for this watch. And it's broken by an infant. And Casio is like, tough luck, buddy. We're not going to fix it. So, just so you know, before you go out and buy one of these, I won't be buying another one. I won't be buying any more G-Shocks due to the fact that they just don't want to help me fix it. If they had said, oh, okay, our bad, you know, we understand the warranty's out by a couple of months, but send it anyway, I would have even paid for the shipping if they just said, we'll fix it for you. We'll make it right. I won't be buying any more Casio or G-Shocks. I will find another brand when and if this one ever craps out. Okay? So just so you know, before you go out and think that you can, you know, hit them with hammers and all this other stuff that they show on their website or whoever's doing these reviews, you can't do this to the one I had. Maybe, like I said, maybe this is the one lemon in a million. I don't know. But 13-month-old baby was able to break this G-Shock Mudmaster watch. All right? Word to the wise. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.